In California, a first-time DUI means that you have not been convicted of either a DUI or wet reckless in the prior 10 years. If you are convicted of a DUI, you can expect 5 different consequences.
The first penalty associated with a first-time DUI conviction in California is probation. If you're convicted, the judge will put you on probation for 3 to 5 years. Now, it's not a formal probation with a probation officer. It's just what we call summary probation to the court. And what it means essentially is that if you commit another crime while you're on probation, or you fail to adhere to your DUI terms, then the judge has the discretion to put you in jail for up to 6 months.
The second penalty you can expect from a first-time DUI conviction in California is a fine. The fine amount generally is about $2,000. It varies from county to county. You can also satisfy that fine amount by either doing community labor or jail time sometimes, and usually the judge will give you time to pay it off.
The third consequence that stems from a first-time DUI conviction in California is the alcohol program, or what we often call DUI school. Now, usually on a first-time conviction, the DUI school is a 3-month program. So you go once a week for 3 months. However, if you refuse to take the blood or breath test, or your BAC was measured at 0.20 or higher, then the court is required to impose a 9-month DUI school.
The fourth penalty you can expect for a first-time DUI in California is a suspension of your driving privileges. The suspension will run for 6 months. However, you would be entitled to a restricted license after the first 30 days of suspension, unless, of course, you refuse to take a breath test or a blood test once you're arrested, or if you're under 21, then the suspension is for a year, and it's a hard suspension without any opportunity for a restricted license.
The fifth penalty we want to discuss with regard to first-time DUI in California is the possibility of jail time. Now, even though there's a potential for up to 6 months in jail, the reality is that in most counties, the judges will not impose any jail time on a standard first offense DUI if there's no aggravating factors. Now, there are a few counties such as Riverside or Ventura that are a little bit stricter and impose a few days of jail even on a first offense DUI. However, a lot of times we can negotiate to have that jail time waived, or at a minimum get some sort of alternative like community service or work release in lieu of jail.
However, in some cases, a judge could impose a lengthier jail sentence. These are cases where there's aggravating factors, such as if you're driving at a very high rate of speed, or if you're involved in a traffic collision, or if you have children in the car.
But for many people, the most dreaded consequence of a DUI conviction is what we call the collateral consequences. And these are things like increased car insurance. So your premiums are likely to skyrocket and stay that way for many years, as well as having a permanent driving and criminal record. When employers look at an applicant who has a DUI conviction, and employers almost always run background checks before hiring someone these days, and they see a DUI conviction, that can often be a real red flag, because they'll wonder, does this person have an alcohol problem? Is this person reckless? Do they have a behavior problem? And it can be very easy to pass over applicants. So to the extent that you're charged with first-time DUI, there are lots of reasons to fight your case and try to avoid conviction.
Here at Strauss Law Group, we've helped many people charged with first-time DUI in California either get their case reduced or dismissed, even if their blood or breath results were above the legal limit. If you are one of these people facing charges for first-time DUI in California, call us and let's see what we can do for you.